The trial of the man accused of killing a Baylor School graduate will continue Monday morning. But today we're learning more about the events before the victim's death.
Police say Chris Wright died when he was shot in the head by Daryl Roberts on Market Street near Patton Towers. And Dallas Payton reports on the minutes leading up to the shooting.
Now, the second witness that the defense brought to the stand on Thursday was Natasha Yancey, a bartender at Jack Brown's. Now, Yancey was one of the bartenders the night of the murder and one of the last people to see and speak to Chris Wright before his death. Video from that night was shown in court. It showed Wright, Brenton Hall Brantley, Wright's best friend and a witness in the trial, and a female come to Jack Brown's on two separate occasions. The first time at 9:55 p.m.
And what is he doing there?
He had an outside beverage, and in Tennessee you can't bring outside alcohol into a restaurant, so I had him dispose of it.
Yancey says Wright and Brantley were looking for alcohol, and she told them about a few other bars in the immediate area since Jack Brown's didn't have their liquor license at the time. The group then left and returned to the restaurant around 11 looking for more alcohol. She says they wanted a manly drink, but she just offered a weak beer.
Were you reluctant to serve them any alcohol?
Yes. That's why I served them the smaller beers, because I was just trying to avoid any conflict, but I had already cut them off in my mind after that one beer.
During their time at the bar, Yancey recalls Wright and Brantley being loud and aggressive.
It's just very loud and using like harsh words, if that makes sense. You know, like when you're having a good time with your buddies, you may like call your friend or something. Chris was definitely using kind of stronger,
Worse language?
worse language.
Brantley ended up leaving around 11:10, and about 5 minutes later, Wright closed his tab and hung around with the woman that they came with until 11:40 that night. They then hung around right outside the restaurant, and Yancey went over to check on them. She says Wright seemed upset, not wanting the night to end or the woman to leave.
I do remember him saying that he was going to walk to his office after I offered to get him an Uber.
Yancey then offered to get Wright a Uber, and Wright declined, saying that he could get his own. Yancey felt comfortable letting him leave because it was so close. Video in court shows Wright was alone when he left the bar at 11:45 p.m. and was shot once in the head just 3 minutes later.
That was Dallas Payton reporting. Roberts testified in his defense yesterday and admitted he was angry with himself about shooting Wright. The trial resumes on Monday.